Hello, it's Veronica and Naomi, and we're going to be talking about those atrocious Rainbow High leaks that we're going to show right now. Did you see the leaks? Yeah, they're pretty awful. So, as far as this rebrand goes, it has officially gotten its first review by a bigger creator, a bigger doll tuber. So, what was revealed in this review? Well, it was revealed that the thigh articulation, like the rotation on the thighs, has been removed. And that wrist articulation is gone. And that the poopsie slime pet thing gimmick. And that there's still the slime thing and the collectible pets. And yeah. More specifically, Skylar was the first one to get reviewed. So, just even from looking at the pictures, we feel like for these rebrand dolls, their faces aren't bad. We are not going to hate on their faces or their makeup. But what we do feel upset by is the loss in articulation. Not even the clothes seem bad. At least on the classic dolls that come with the slime. But the bigger elephant in the room that everyone has been wondering with this rebrand, where is Poppy? From what we've noticed, she is not on the box art for the slime dolls. She is not anywhere to be seen in this line. We don't know if she'll get a future release, but for now, there's no trace of her. And let's just say our opinions on this just aren't pleasant. It's like, it feels wrong. We do not want to support this. I mean, in many doll communities, one would say, oh, you're being an articulation stan. What's the difference between a doll not having wrist articulation and having wrist articulation? Well, that difference is posability. If you look back at the Monster High reboot 2016, the increase of budget dolls for that with well-done tops and stuff, it was extra disappointing because Monster High Gen 1 gained notoriety for its edgier style. It not being afraid to be a little bit more goth and alternative than its competitors. And of course, something Monster High definitely started was articulation. And interestingly, even with the budget dolls in Monster High Gen 3, they have all the articulation they had back in Gen 1. So clearly Mattel knows what they're doing as far as articulation goes. But with MGA, we get it. We've heard the rumors that, they're getting rid of articulation because of complaints with the hands breaking off and stuff. And just, that is the rumors about it. But like, we don't know why they got rid of wrist articulation, and it feels unnecessary. Rainbow High was always about the fashion, just like Shadow High was. And that includes tight fashions, tight clothing. Things like fishnet sleeves that you need to take the hands off just to get on the dolls. So why get rid of wrist articulation? Why remove the ability to put tight clothes on them? Yeah, it's so horrible. It's just diabolical. As for the loss of the long nails on any of the rebrand dolls. So, here's Emmy here to show the original Rainbow High hand mold. Apparently, they also got rid of the nail polish too. Yeah. Then, take a look at our hands. I'm sure you can see why this is so cool. Why this is so different and stands out. MJ wasn't afraid to give dolls long nails. They weren't afraid to do long, beautiful acrylics on their dolls. But what do they revert back to? What hand mold do they go back to? The normal basic one. We get it. They're trying to aim it at kids. They're making it 4 and up, but like still. MGA. Most people who buy these dolls, from what we've noticed, are older kids, teenagers, and adult collectors. You don't see a lot of really, really little kids playing with Rainbow High dolls. So why try to chase that audience? Like, just cater to the audience you already have. The restylers, the customizers, the teenagers, older kids. Not every doll line needs to be aimed for little kids, okay? Not every doll line needs that. And the slime gimmick. We just don't like the slime gimmick. It's annoying, it's unnecessary, it's just kind of stupid, really. This whole situation has been frustrating for the whole doll collecting community. If you saw our original reaction to this, you know our doll mommy literally was almost about to cry due to how disappointed she was. It takes a lot to make our doll mommy cry. And sad that there are others who think, like, oh, slime, it's not that bad, it's no big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. Rainbow High is a doll line that has touched the hearts of many. But this rebrand isn't cutting it. It isn't doing what it did before. It doesn't feel like what Rainbow High used to be. Rainbow High was doing like this beautiful, amazing, incredible doll line that is just so, it was so detailed. Look at our clothes. Look at how detailed these are. they introduce things like fabric boots and everything, and it's just... Why get rid of everything that made Rainbow High amazing? Why get rid of all that? It's just, it feels so wrong and unnecessary. And we intensely dislike it. And the thing with a lot of these rebrand dolls, their clothes are basic. Like, yeah, the faces are pretty, but like, their clothes are so basic. Like, there's even a comparison that someone made between Amaya from the new classic line and this Barbie extra doll. And we think it's hilarious because, yeah, it feels like a downgrade. It feels like they really did her dirty. And we get it. Amaya is a character who sells well with kids just because she's rainbow. But why get rid of Poppy and replace her with Amaya? That felt really stupid. It really did. And it feels wrong. We don't like it. Yeah, I know this is supposed to be a thought video, but like, seriously, everything about the reboot, about those leaks feels wrong. Even just the styles of the fashion packs. They're childish. They're basic. They're not high fashion like previous Rainbow High clothes. So, our thoughts on this? We explained them. We intensely dislike this rebrand. And we don't want to support these rebrand dolls that we feel just like are inferior to past releases of the characters. Seriously, if you like Poppy and you missed out on her fantastic fashion release, maybe try going for Winter Break or Original. Or like whichever one you can find for a decent price. Because we sense she's going to go up in price. And a lot of the original Rainbow High dolls. And the Shadow High dolls too. Yeah. It's part of why our doll mommy wants to get 6 sets of us. First, to save us from resellers and customizers. Because she intensely dislikes it when people customize our dolls. And second, to kind of preserve what made Rainbow High and Shadow High great. You wonder sometimes why, especially as a kid or teenager, why would anyone keep their dolls in box? You can't enjoy them, you can't feel them, but it's to preserve them. It's to preserve their beauty, their history, what makes them special. You know, our daughter loved this line so much. She made our Jeep that MJA canceled. And we thought that was a dumb decision then. This rebrand is worse than their decision to cancel our Jeep. It's more serious than that. Yeah, I know, it's a rant. But we had to make this rant, so. I noticed you two are upset, you okay? Oh, hi, Heather. We're just making a rant. Rebrand? Yeah. As their friend, I intensely dislike it too. Yeah. And even looking at it more objectively, some of the fashions for the slime dolls don't look bad, but then it's like, with the loss of articulation, what's the point? And also the slime shoots with the platforms. It may be an homage to Poopsie's Slime Surprise, but just no. Please. We don't need that. We don't need slime in doll shoes. We don't, because you know how messy kids can get with slime. And the face glitter. Unnecessary. Absolutely, utterly unnecessary. Yeah, they have face glitter. These glitter freckle things that just look weird on their faces. Otherwise, their faces are a beautiful mold with very beautiful makeup, but then you have that face glitter, and it's like, what is this? Not to mention giving them all more neutral lip colors. Seriously, MGA. People love the experimental lip colors. People love the more detailed makeup. Don't take it away. Slumber Party line, we don't really collect the junior high dolls that much. So while we do kind of care about it, it's not the top thing we're worried about. Budget swim dolls, we can definitely, we feel like they'll be good for fashion packs, for stealing their swimsuits. But the base dolls, not doing it for us. Just, the lack of articulation is so bad. And I know, we're on the shame of budget line, but seriously, if Monster High can give budget dolls with the normal Monster High Gen 1 articulation, why would Rainbow High take the articulation away like that? I mean, they're trying to compete Monster High, right? Yeah. And look, we feel like there are definitely going to be some kids who are going to keep collecting Rainbow High who aren't going to find this a big deal, but for us adult collectors, for us older fans, this is a big deal, and this is intensely disappointing. Well, and we are still not going to be supporting this or buying any of them at full price if we can avoid it, because we just don't like it. Well, goodbye, Mysterious Eyes. I love you. Naomi loves you. And that was our opinions and little rant on those atrocious leaks.